In recent days, a serious security incident has unfolded in Ghana's Upper West region, raising fresh concerns about border security and the wider instability spreading across parts of West Africa. The incident occurred at Wuru, a rural community in the Sisala East District, close to Ghana's border with Burkina Faso. According to multiple media reports, Ghanaian security forces arrested and detained 17 heavily armed Burkinabe soldiers after residents spotted unusual military activity within Ghanaian territory. Residents of Wuru became alarmed when they noticed a group of uniformed men carrying high-powered weapons and ammunition. What stood out was not just their presence but their actions. The men were reportedly in the process of setting up a combat position, using sandbags and defensive arrangements, a move that suggested preparation for a sustained military presence rather than a brief patrol. Fearing for their safety, community members raised the alarm. Local leaders contacted Ghanaian security agencies, including the Ghana Immigration Service, which responded swiftly. Security personnel moved in, surrounded the group, and took the 17 soldiers into custody without any exchange of fire. An official of the Ghana Immigration Service later confirmed the arrest, explaining that the soldiers were intercepted while establishing the position, and their presence had not been authorized by Ghanaian authorities. Weapons and military equipment were seized as part of the operation. During initial questioning, the detained men reportedly identified themselves as members of the Burkinabe armed forces. They claimed they were on a routine patrol operation and had lost their way, unintentionally crossing into Ghanaian territory. This explanation, however, raised serious questions among Ghanaian security officials. Border communities in the Upper West region are familiar with the boundary between Ghana and Burkina Faso, even though parts of it are porous. The idea that a fully armed military unit could cross deep enough into Ghana to begin building a fortified position made the situation particularly sensitive. The arrest comes against the backdrop of worsening insecurity in Burkina Faso, where insurgent violence has intensified over the past few years. Armed groups linked to extremist networks have expanded operations across large parts of the country, especially in areas close to Ghana's northern borders. As a result, Ghana has been on high alert, concerned about possible spillover effects. Security analysts note that Ghana's northern frontier, including the Upper West and Upper East regions, has increasingly become a focus of surveillance due to movements of armed groups, displaced persons and foreign military activity linked to the Sahel crisis. Reports also indicate that communities around Wuru and the nearby forest areas have previously complained about armed individuals moving through farmlands and forests, disrupting farming, hunting, and daily life. This background likely heightened the anxiety when residents spotted the soldiers. Following the arrests, the matter was escalated beyond the local level. Ghanaian national security authorities and diplomatic channels were immediately engaged. Given that Ghana and Burkina Faso are neighboring states with long-standing diplomatic ties and are both members of ECOWAS, careful handling of the situation was considered critical to prevent escalation. After several hours of detention and consultations at higher levels, Ghanaian authorities ordered the release of the soldiers later that same day. The release reportedly took place around the evening hours, after assurances were received through official channels. Subsequently, officials from the Ghanaian embassy in Burkina Faso were involved in facilitating the soldiers' return. The seized weapons and equipment were later handed back as part of the diplomatic resolution of the incident. While the matter was resolved without violence, the incident has sparked serious debate within Ghana about border security, military coordination, and early warning systems in border communities. Many observers argue that the fact that civilians, rather than security patrols, first detected the soldiers highlights gaps that need urgent attention. From a regional perspective, the incident underscores the complex security environment facing West Africa. The instability in the Sahel has blurred borders and increased the movement of armed actors, including state forces operating under pressure from insurgent threats at home. Ghana has consistently positioned itself as a stable country in a volatile region, and incidents like this test its ability to maintain that stability while balancing diplomacy with firm enforcement of sovereignty. Authorities have not indicated that the soldiers posed an immediate hostile threat, but they have also not downplayed the seriousness of foreign armed personnel establishing a military position inside Ghana without authorization. As investigations continue and security reviews are conducted, analysts believe the incident will influence future border patrol strategies and cooperation mechanisms between Ghana and its neighbors. For the residents of Wuru and surrounding communities, the episode has reinforced the reality that regional instability is no longer distant, but something that can reach even the most remote villages. The Ghanaian government has reiterated its commitment to protecting territorial integrity, ensuring community safety, and working with regional partners to address the broader security challenges confronting West Africa. This incident, though resolved peacefully, serves as a reminder that vigilance, coordination, and strong local intelligence remain essential in safeguarding national security in an increasingly unpredictable region. That is all for today's video. Kindly like, share and subscribe for more updates on African happenings.